Alrighty, and welcome back to the Terraria Let's Play here. Okay, so as you can see, they've caught me, a solar eclipse has happened again, and they've kind of caught me off guard here, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in so we can see, hopefully, the new stuff. There are some things that can happen after you beat all the mechanical bosses, and then after you beat Terraria, even more monsters spawn. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to be a little risky here, and we're going to actually jump. Oh, see this? This is a new a guy, this Reaper. We really want his drop. If we can get that drop, that'd be really, really cool. Okay, so what we're going to do to start with is we are going to up the number of enemies. Now, this might actually kill me. So let's find out. I'm going to go over some of the stuff that I've done off camera here in a little bit, but right now we need to deal with this. So let's just see if we can get this done here. I really want to get the Reapers killed here. With that being said, there's a lot going on right now, as you can probably tell. And those guys hit really hard. Okay, this might actually be a bad idea. Find out. You can see I'm using a new weapon. It's actually Excalibur. This might actually seriously kill me. I don't know. Yeah, this is probably a bad idea. I probably shouldn't have pumped it up to 10, if I'm being honest. Okay, well, we're gonna have to deal with it now. This is not great. I really wanted that sight, though. It wouldn't be good against this many things, probably, but it'd be pretty decent overall. We might actually warp out to our beach and try it there as well. Only time will tell. We have a long ways to go to survive this, so this Excalibur weapon is actually quite strong, so. And I had just kind of neglected it last time. Oh yeah, I gotta have, here comes another Reaper. We're getting a bunch of stuff, but not what we want here. Also, Mothrons should be spawning at some point. And that's why up above we can move around. We're going to have to go straight up. And we want to avoid those. As long as things stay mostly to our left, we should be okay. Like I said, the only reason to even do it like this is we just want to kill these Reapers. Really want that, oh there it is, we got a death signal, now we're good, and then we got a pointy death signal. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to try to warp without dying here. Okay, so we're going to do this, okay, and we're going to immediately go in here and change that back to 1. Okay, now we should be able to absolutely destroy. And you can see, you can get pirate maps doing this too. Now, I don't know, maybe we want to kill a lot of them. See, this is the cool thing about, oops. Did I change that? I can't even tell. No, I did not. This is the cool thing about being able to just change your, how many spawns come to you at once. Okay, now that guy could actually destroy us. Those are the eye guys. Eyezors or something. We already killed 50 Reapers. Wow. Okay. Great. Now, anything that we, anything that is just left on the ground is not a big deal. We can just pick up later. Look, I mean, look at the damage of that. That is ridiculous. And it looks like they can't even spawn behind us. So actually, this is kind of a way to do it, to just get auto kills on everything. Because this weapon pierces, which I know this weapon is ridiculously good. Yeah, we got sickles everywhere now, so we're good. You can see I'm actually in brand new armor. I'll cover that in a moment as well. That little green thing above my head is part of the armor. So, as you can see, when you're able to boost the rates at which things spawn, and you can get all the way to the far left, this is basically just free loot. If you were trying to to do this in non-journey mode. Obviously, you couldn't boost the rates quite this high, but you could use the strat to spawn money because all this stuff you could sell, and that you definitely need it in those modes. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and venture say here that we do not need anywhere near this much stuff. So let's bring it back down to 1. Yeah, at this point, we don't need anywhere near this much. And we'll just do our normal stuff at this point. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to really stop this. I mean, technically I could forward the day, but I don't really want to do that because that feels a little cheaty. I mean, I guess you could argue that what I just did was a bit cheaty as well, but again, when you're in journey mode, it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. So, I mean, we've already made 3 platinum, and that's before selling anything. And this is, you know, if it wasn't obvious, this is considered an event. Obviously, you probably know that at this point, but if you didn't, now you do. Ooh, that hit hard. Okay. I should probably put a whole layer above me so I can jump up and down. I haven't even been able to put the Reaper banner out. You can see that purple, how it says Moonstone, and it's in purple text instead of white. It means it went to my vault. So once the vault fills up, then it will just sit on the ground. But there is a maximum limit to what you can get on the ground before it just starts auto-deleting stuff on the ground. So you don't want it to sit there forever. But, you know, now that we're kind of where we're at here, and we've kind of farmed what we need to farm, perhaps I should go back to spawn. Oops. Let's go back to spawn. Holy moly. Okay. I don't know what this was. That must have been... It must have remembered all this, because, I mean, I had no chance there. Not really sure why all those monsters were still there, but okay. That's cool. No biggie. I don't really blame myself for that, so... Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Okay, now we will we'll get our stuff in order here. No, we don't need anywhere near this many. Well, obviously, so what I was trying to show you is if you do this, you can actually hit these guys now. See how it goes through that? So instead of just waiting for these, oh, there's just so many of them right there. Yeah, see, now we can actually kill them, so that's cool. That's why I want one of these. No. So again, if you have a melee build, unfortunately right now I'm spec'd for ranged, so this is not near the damage that you would get. Also, it looks like my little green thing goes through this as well, so that's something. I'm not seeing any Mothrons. I thought it showed that you got Mothrons. Maybe it's later in the day that it does it, but yeah, it could be that it's just later in the day, which would technically be towards the end of this cycle. I do love that this thing actually hits through blocks, though. It's one of my favorite weapons just for that sense. And we'll get all organized once we get out of this. I'll also show you, what I've done off camera. There has been some stuff. I was still doing some things, but in general, I was pretty much ready to record when the solar eclipse happened. Right now, I couldn't spawn the solar eclipse if I wanted to, because you have to get a certain point. So you have to be able to get into the temple before you can even get the items needed to spawn this manually. So right now, the only way this can happen is if it happens, basically naturally. There's a chance that it spawns every day. But in this case, yeah, we just kind of got caught with it. So. You'll notice these guys really do hit quite hard. But luckily we're not getting completely destroyed yet. So yeah, there's our Reaper banner. And eventually we'll get our traps upgraded. We've got to get into the temple before that can happen. Once we get into the temple, it's not like it's just an automatic thing at that point. Then we have to defeat the boss, which is Gollum, and then we have to farm him to get a specific drop, which is an upgraded pick that will break the traps in that biome. And then we get to finally upgrade this, which will make a massive difference. As far as damage is concerned. Get rid of that. This is the glorified armor in case you just want to take a look real quick. I have the range stuff on right now, so it's not as high of damage, but it does really good for the like the Unreal Superstar shooter is now 102 range damage. Unreal Mega Shark is high as well, and also you'll notice that I switched over to chlorophyte bullets. I got a full chlorophyte set. That's how I made this armor. And then on top of that, I put cursed arrows in so I can switch to this and curse, and then switch back to, this. By the way, chlorophyte bullets, you'll notice it says, does it say it? Let's see. Yeah, chases after your enemy. Absolutely amazing attribute for that. But anyways, I'll be able to use this and then these to actually curse. And we should be really good on some of the bosses coming up. Now, what I did have, and you've probably seen from the title, I'm assuming based off of what I've titled this at this point, what we actually were planning to do today is going to be Queen Slime. So we're going to try to get that done, and then we're also going to try to go over to the dungeon and use our 3 keys that we have as well. Let's see if I can quickly... Okay, yeah, these guys are just going to... This guy's going to interrupt me, so let me see if I can get this guy killed. Okay, I got another death cycle. Wow, okay, alright. I didn't even buff up, so let's go. Let's get the Reaper here. It would help if I could spell, though. I'm going to bring some of those out. I'm going to put one up right here. Okay, that will help. Anytime you can get your banners out, I mean, I think I've made this pretty obvious, but if you can get your banners out, it just means you kill them quicker, so might as well. I'm surprised how much damage that little green thing does, and since it's sticking above this, it actually works. That's pretty cool. I mean, obviously this won't be our armor forever, but it is neat to see that does in fact work. I mean, we can just trap them here. See, now that I don't like. I don't want them knocked back. I want them to fall in first, obviously. But they definitely can't get out once they fall in. That's why this block is here too. Should make it pretty much impossible. And the same thing will apply to some other events, but like I said, once the Mothra starts to show up, I'm actually really kind of surprised it has not shown up. That completely changes how this works, because then you're not worried nearly as much about what's in here. Mothra can hit you anywhere, so I'll come up here and I'll be flying all over that, trying to fight that. You might also notice that I have new wings. The flame wings are by far the best that I have access to right now, although I have gotten a couple of other sets of wings, and actually one of those being this. This is how you get it from a vampire. Those are still slightly not as good as these, but I've already, you'll see on my sheet, I've made these as well as a couple of other pairs, so since the last episode. We can get rid of all this. Just go ahead and scan this. Oop, got a Reaper right here. I'm going to have to put that, I'm going to have to get this on my bar somewhere so that I can not have to do this manually. Just waiting for the day kind of to pass at this point. Should be close now. Should be really close, and then we can go ahead and move over to our next task. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're getting a blood moon right after. Well, this is really changing what I had in store for us. Okay. Well, not exactly what I wanted to do here, but. Okay. This is interesting to say the least. But I guess we're gonna have to change this up. I don't know if we're gonna have time for the queen now or not. But here's the clown, in case you're wondering what he looks like. I might actually try to do fishing and get the new monsters in the Blood Moon. Maybe I'll do that now, or maybe I'll save that. You know what? I think I'm actually just going to save that. I think I want to save that for a different episode, because I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do the Goblin Invasion at the same time, because there's a new monster from that as well. And I feel like it would be more fun to do it that way. So actually, let's do this. Let's instead just come on out and let's do what we were going to do. We're just going to ignore the Blood Moon now. I really just don't find it that threatening at this point. Now, could this inevitably get me killed? Of course it can, but I'm going to take the risk and we're going to see how we do. Queen Slime is actually one of the bosses you could potentially take on before your first mechanical boss. So in theory, oh look. Interesting. It's like a different mob that spawned because of the graveyard, I think. That's cool. Anyways, you could take on Queen Slime much earlier, and that might actually be a good idea. We are going to buff up, and we are going to attempt, and I do say attempt because it's been like quite a while since I've even attempted trying to kill her. Let me scan this in so I don't mess this up. Okay, we'll just get rid of this. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Okay, I don't think we need all these banners, but I am going to keep them just in case. Okay, now, yeah, so what we're going to do is we are going to attempt this. Yeah, I have my banners out here, but I do need another Reaper one here just in case we get caught out here one day. All right, so this is now the night. We are going to attempt, now, once you get, so let me explain gelatin crystal or gelatin crystal. Basically, those are just found in the hallowed biome underground, and you have to you just have to walk around and find them. They spawn like normal crystals, and they'll come up on your rare detection, like a treasure thing is spawned. It'll just say that it's close by. It looks very similar to a normal crystal. Also, while we're here, let's quickly look and see what did I do off camera. So here we go. I farmed life roots. I should go ahead and scan them and use those so we can go from 400 to 500 max HP. I built a Plantera arena so that we can fight Plantera, and while I was doing that, I had to mine chlorophyte. So I went ahead and made the ore and the bars, or scanned the ore and the bars. And then I built housing for the hallowed biome. I basically repurposed another Sky Island, which I will also show you. I did finally farm the Wall of Flesh off camera, and I got all the normal drops. But I mean, they're kind of outdated now. But hopefully, if I can remember, I'll show you those drops as well. Fish a turn-in for the fishing quest. I got a bottomless honey bucket, so that was cool. I went ahead and crafted Excalibur, even though I could have done this earlier, and got a legendary affix on it, so that's pretty good. Farmed the ice feather, which gives frozen wings, as well as the frost cores in the blizzard weather, and I farmed forbidden fragments in the sandstorm weather. I made both of their armor sets, but again, at this point, they're not really super helpful. I mean, they look pretty cool, and they do give some cool buffs, but I'm not going to use them currently. I did get lucky and get a desert key during this, though, so that was cool. I made the fire gauntlet and the Avenger emblem, so I'll need to show you that. That's even more power. I also created the mana flower out of something that drops in the jungle in hard mode. It's just like this little natural occurring thing. You'll get it if you're in the jungle at all. And then that led to 3 new accessories, which at base I'll show you. I crafted the frozen, the bee, and the butterfly wings, and then as I mentioned, I created the flame wings as well, farming the red devils and the hell biome for the feather drop, which is pretty rare. Again, this is what I was just talking about before with the gelatin crystals, and then I made life force and archery potions off camera, which are now part of my main buff. Okay, so here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to attempt this even though the Blood Moon is going on. If I can remember, I'm going to debuff. This boss is actually pretty She's pretty serious, I think, but again, I haven't fought her in so long. Who knows? All right, let's just do this. Enough procrastinating. Oh, so you do have to do it in her biome. Okay, so there you go. Well, that's not convenient, but I guess I can make that work. That's really not what I had in mind, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this on ocean, and I guess I'm just going to try to fight her at the ocean, because I'm not going to have enough time to drag her all the way back there. That's a little disappointing. Actually, I don't know if that's going to work now that I think about that. Maybe I should try to fight her down here. Ooh, you know what I could do? You know what I could do is I could go up to the little area that I made for my NPCs. I might get somebody killed if I'm being honest, but I'm just going to go ahead and warp over there and show you. Okay, so here it is. So this is what it looks like on the map. Bam. I don't know why these two NPCs are stacking. I clearly have them separated, but they keep stacking up. And I can't get out of this house, so that makes this a little more complicated. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down here. That's another new enemy. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to latch to the bottom of that, and then I'm going to let it just drop. And we're just going to do the best we can do, you know? Like, by the way, these wings are even better than what I had before, which is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, maybe we'll just drop down. Okay, so... Alright, let's see if it'll let me spawn in here. This is not really what I had in mind, but... Okay, it did work, so now she's over here. Alright, let's see how we do. So, let's start with 5 to debuff her. Let's just see how that does. Oh yeah, that's doing pretty good damage. Alright, this may be a little easier than I had thought it was going to be. She'll go into her second phase in a minute here. I should have done this earlier, but I'm going to be honest, I just completely forgot about it. I mean, she can't even get up here. Why can't you not get up here? She should come right to me. Okay, there's some damage. Alright. Alright, there we go. Oh, that almost killed me, that stupid clown. I think that's what it was. Maybe it was her. Oh, yeah. Okay. So she ain't a complete joke, is she? Okay, the bomb got me. Of course it did. Alright, well, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, this is, you know, having a blood moon going on while I'm trying to do this is not exactly the best outcome here, but at least we know we can spawn her and get to some sort of, like, area to fight her, so that's good, I guess. Although I would have preferred to win. That would have been nice, but, okay, well, you can get rid of that, and get rid of that. So we definitely need the movement. How are we going to handle that? Let me get rid of that, too. Okay, well, you can't always win them, you know, I mean, it is what it is, I guess, but, yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be challenging, so we'll try it again just to see if I can win, but I don't know, based off that performance, I'm not sure that's going to happen. Maybe I should try... Maybe I'll go to the more armor-based approach. We have some of our stuff out here, so we'll try... Oh, really, buddy? Get out of here. Again, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. The first part of it looked fine. I'm going to make her come all the way down since she had a hard time getting to me. Well, now she doesn't seem to have a problem. Anyways, you can see the bullets curving, so that's really quite good. I mean, when you compare that to... The Star Cannon is awesome, right? For, like, bunches of, like, different things. But when you just want to fire and hit stuff... I lose my cursor sometimes, so... I'm gonna try this strategy, and let's just see if we can keep up with killing everything around. Because when she goes into that second phase, that's when she's the most dangerous. Here we go. Okay, now. Okay, as long as we can avoid the slam, maybe we'll be okay. It's just a matter of attrition at this point. Because our bullets can curve, that gives us a nice advantage there. We seem to be doing okay. I mean, we're getting hit, but we're getting healed as well, so that's good. And since I haven't fought this boss but so many times, like a handful of times, it's hard to know exactly what she does, so... And we got her. Okay, so there's that. Okay. I mean, it was kind of eye-opening to see between the two things there, what happened. And when I say the two things, I'm talking about having the blood moon also. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't bad. Oh, we got the trophy on the first kill that time, too. Wow, that's something to see a reoccurring pattern here. Let's get rid of that. We're just going to keep that. We're gonna just see if we can finish off this episode killing her 2 more times. We're gonna have to wait on the keys again, it looks like, unfortunately, but alright. Okay, I'm gonna make her drop down. See, so you can see this isn't killing her super fast because it's also going after. Okay, let's do something like this. Let's just see what the difference is, because I feel like having constant pressure on her in her second phase is probably really worth it. Is that way? I feel like that's way higher DPS. Get rid of my mini-map here. Okay, now let's switch to... Let's switch to this. Now, can I? Yeah, I can kind of outfly her, but... This is cool, because, like I said, this is not a boss I hit and kill all that often anymore. Although, to be fair, I haven't played Terraria that, you know, it's been a while since I played through Terraria, so... It's probably part of it, but... Okay. Once again, movement is key. If you don't have movement, you're not going to win. If she traps you underground when you summon her, she's definitely going to kill you, you know? Well, this seems a lot easier than it did the first time I fought her, so kind of embarrassed that I got killed, but oh well. Like I said, you can't win them all, can you? Got another trophy. Very nice. Alright, and we'll try to finish it out doing that. We'll do one more of these, and we'll see... I mean, I don't see why I couldn't get her again. But you never really know, right? I mean, obviously. Sometimes I lose my cursor on the screen, too. So if you see me, it looks like I'm not aiming or something, or I'm doing a bad job of aiming. That could partially be what's going on. There's a lot of stuff on the screen, so... Oh, of course, I jumped right into her. Perfect. Pro tip, don't jump into the boss. Okay, so now we'll just switch to our normal little routine. I'm going to let myself get a couple more hits before I heal, because I heal up to 150 damage, so... And just knowing that those bullets will curve, yeah, getting stomped by her is what killed me, I think, the quickest last time. You definitely cannot afford to get hit by her. I'd say she's pretty tough. She can most certainly be tough. Okay, and there it is. Okay, so we got our 3 kills. Excellent. Alright. Well, I feel good enough about that now. Like I said, it wasn't the most beautiful kill, but I don't know what that said at the bottom. I missed it. Maybe it just says she left or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that later. Okay, couple of quick things. So let's get rid of this. We'll go ahead and scan her that in. We'll scan this as summons a princess. Okay. We'll scan her trophy. And we'll scan the bags. She has a lot of stuff, so Queen slime bags. Okay. Now we got a lot of stuff to go through here. We're going to try to get through it a little bit quick. Let's go ahead and put her stuff up. I should have really done this before I did the other ones, but you know what? This is how we did it, so oh well. What you gonna do? And also I noticed, I think at first I was just putting one, but I'm gonna do that. Boop. Okay, cool. Little symmetry there. Okay, now let's quickly just see what she has to offer, and then I'll just scan it in. I'm just going to do it in a random chest here. Okay, so we get rid of that. We don't really need that, obviously. Okay, and we actually don't really need... I don't think we need all these. No. Okay, so we're good. So let's just... We'll keep that, and we'll keep that. Okay, first and foremost, before I forget... Let's scan the life fruit. So life fruits spawn in the jungle after you've killed all 3 of the bosses, the mechanical bosses. Then they start growing, but they have to grow, so it takes time, right? So you're not just going to go to the jungle and see a million of them. Okay, so I don't think I need but like 20 of them. So let's just see if that's correct. All right, so you'll see up here, we're going to go ahead and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bam. And so now we have 600 health instead of 500. Or maybe it went from 400 to 600. God, I can't remember. I literally don't even remember what my health was. I think it was 400. Now it's 600. Wow. I thought it was only 500, so that's pretty good. Okay. Now... Quickly, we will just look and see what do we get from her bag. So, okay, so let's just deposit all, and then oh whoops, I can't do that if I have the. I never learn, do I? No, I don't. Deposit all. Okay, so I mean I don't think you're going to see a bunch of different stuff, but so we have the sparkle slime balloon. I think that's used for something in particular. This is a well, this is a mount. We've got a hook. Okay. We've got, this is the expert drop. Releases volatile gelatin periodically that damages enemies. Okay, so that's that. We have the mask. And then we have the crystal assassin pants, hood, and shirt. So, looks like that might be a range thing. This is a good set to get before, oh, whoops. This is a good set to get before you start doing the hard mode bosses, but of course I skipped all that. And then we have a blade staff, which is, it would replace the eyes, and since I died, see, we could have 2 blades instead, so that's interesting. I don't know that I've ever used that, but okay, well those are the drops you get from there. We still have plenty of stuff to do off camera, obviously, or I'm sorry, on camera later. So I guess in the next episode, I'm not exactly sure where we'll hit. We might do some of the mini bosses from both the Goblin. There's a new monster in the Goblin army, and then also we need to do. There are 3 new like bosses, and I say bosses. They're like mini bosses, but one of the 3 in the Blood Moon is actually pretty tough, and so I may do that next. And then we'll go from there. But I'll kind of see off camera what I decide we're going to do next, and we'll go from there. So I do hope that you enjoyed it. I know it was a little chaotic, but I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.